Hi everybody, so as you probably already know, with DayZ Update 1.23, we've now got the ability to change the gear and weapons that new players, what fresh spawns, spawn in with on Chernus when they appear on the coast, or Livonia when they appear sort of by the river in the north of the map. On console as well, that's very, very important. We've now got special Json files. So what I've done is I've created another two set of files. One of them spawned you in with an M4 with some random gear, and the other one is the SVD, or the Draganov. So you kind of get the Draganov gear and you get the or the M4 gear. With the M4 one, you either get a black M4 or you get the green M4, and then with the SVD, with the Draganov, you just get the Draganov, but there's two different scopes. There's the PSO11 or the Kashtan optic. But all the other stuff that's in your backpack is the same, but the clothes are kind of a little bit randomized as well. So there's different balaclavas, different helmets, and roughly the idea is that the M4 guy is sort of in NATO gear, and the Russian guy is sort of in Russian gear, but they have plate carriers and stuff like that. Now, in order to get hold of these files, if you know how to use them already, it's dead easy. All you need to do is go to my GitHub repository. I'll put a link in the description below the video. If that link's not working, because GitHub is a Git sometimes, then there'll be a link to my Mega as well. And all you need to do is, within these files, if you click on code, for example, in GitHub, and download the zip, and then extract that on your local computer, you get the README. The README is very, very simple. It tells you exactly what to do with these files. It gives you the little text snippets that you're going to insert in your CFG gameplay.json. If you're thinking, what's a CFD gameplay.json, then it kind of explains a little bit about that as well. And then you've got, say, down here, for example, you've got the there's the little bit that you're going to copy and paste into your CFG gameplay.json so that it calls the M4A1 loadout JSON and the SVD loadout JSON, which you would have already placed within a custom folder on your server to make it work. So there's all the instructions there. There's also a couple of pictures as well. The .pngs, they're just pictures just so you can see them. So if you're a little bit confused by this, the way that you install them, now this is on a local server, but it's exactly the same on a remote server. What you need to do is you go into your missions folder, so PS missions for PlayStation, XB missions for Xbox, MP missions for PC. You go into the map that you're working on, so Chernus for Chernus, Enoch for Livonia, and then you go into your CFG gameplay.json like that, and you open that up. And what you do is, between disable personal light and stamina data, you copy and paste from the README that bit there. So custom M4 loadout JSON. Or you see, because you can just have the custom M4A1 loadout JSON, or the SVD loadout, and or the other ones I've created as well. Because if you go to my GitHub, I've also done a DMR one with an AK one, and you can put them all in there as long as you upload the files, and the game will randomly choose one loadout for people to have when they go in. And then what you want to do as well is, on your server, you want to make sure that within the missions folder you create a customs folder. Now on console we already have this folder, because it's where we have to put in, if we want to add extra files to our servers that we want the server to access, they have to go in custom. So this is where we have our JSONs. So we have our custom object spawner JSONs, for example. But this is also where you put those. Now, if you're on PC, I recommend you create a custom folder in your missions folder, and then copy and paste them there, because it just makes it a little bit more tidier and easier. You know where your files are. They're in the customs folder. And that way also, if you're copy and pasting from my README, this sort of line here, it's already got the custom / bit in, so it goes to the correct address. So when you've copied and pasted those into there, when you've edited the CFG gameplay.json, you just need to make sure that your CFG gameplay.json is active. So on a DayZ Nitrado console server, if you just go to the main menu, scroll down, and you'll see a thing that says general settings, I think it is. Scroll down, it says activate CFG gameplay, so just make sure that's ticked. That you have similar things on PC servers. If you don't have that setting and you have access to the serverdz.config file, in your serverdz.config file you should have a line like that: enable CFG gameplay equals 1, and then you have that, and that makes sure it reads that file and does it. Okay, so there we go. Check out the links. Hopefully you'll find these loadouts useful for things like deathmatch servers, or you just want people to spawn in with gear. And if you've enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and of course I will see you again soon.